Hey, it's Kaylee, and in this video, we're going to play the area model multiplication simulation together. And after you watch this video, you can play it on your own. Let's go. So here we are in the home screen of the area model multiplication game, and we're going to start with Explore just to get started. So if I click in here, you'll see I have a grid here, and I'm able to press this green circle and change how big of an area my gray shape, my rectangular or square in here is. And then it tells me my dimensions along the height and the width. So I can change it here. And we're just playing around to explore how area multiplication works. So as you will recall, if you're trying to find the area of something, you take one side and you multiply it by the other side, and that's the same as counting how many squares are colored in, and that total number becomes your area. So as you'll see here, let's make it a random one like this. So I have 13 on the side and 19 along the top. So I take those two numbers and I multiply it, 13 by 19. And when I do the math, I get 247. And so that would be the area of this shaded in box. So we can do some things to help us out. We can take this blue triangle and we can move it down here. And I see I'm dividing it into pieces. So let's see if I put it there. Now I have 7 is this top rectangle and 6 is the height of this lower rectangle. And if I look over here at partial products, if I press the A times B button, it would show me that my area is going to be 7 times 19 plus 6 times 19, and that number is going to be the same, 247. So this is just to play around and get the hang of that we can build little squares that are easier for us to kind of make sense of. So you can move it up. So whatever multiplication factors are easiest for you, like 3 and 10, those ones might be the easiest. So instead of having to multiply 13 and 10, you could say 3 times 10 equals 30. And I have to add that number to 10 times 10, which I know is 100. So now I'd have 30 plus 100 is equal to 130, which would be my total area. So this one's just to explore and play around. So give it a try. And then we would go back to our home screen and we'd go on to do the generic game. So if I click in here, now let's see. I can choose what grid I have. Let's try this one here. And then I can go in and I can change any of these numbers. So I can kind of play around with these here. I'm just going to make them some random things. Now see, I have this A times B square clicked, and so it helps me see that the area of my entire colored in box here would be 3 times 5 plus 3 times 2 plus 4 times 5 plus 4 times 2, which will be the same as this whole side multiplied by this whole side, where my dimensions would be 7 and 7. So you see how we did that. We broke it into 5 by 3, a 4 by 5, a 4 by 2, and a 3 by 2. And if we add all of those up, we'll get the same as 7 times 7, which would be, if I press the green plus, 49. So you can play around. You can change all of the numbers in here by clicking on the yellow pad and then typing in whatever number you want. And it changes it. So you play around in here and get going. So now, last but not least, we get to play the game. So if I click into here, it'll give me all of these different levels, and it looks like it's 1 through 6. It gets harder as you work your way up. So let's go ahead and let's just start with level 2 and get the hang of it here. So it looks like it's giving me what the full dimensions of the sides are. So 78 times 59, telling me my dimensions, and it's giving me my total area. And then it looks like it has some blanks in here that we have to figure out. So this goes back to kind of the explore, where we have all these little squares, and now we're figuring out what the partial area is of my big box. So remember, if I need to find the area of just this box here, I'm going to go 70 times 50. I know 7 times 5 is 35, and then I add those 2 zeros on at the end. So I'm going to put that there. And then here it looks like this one is 8 times 9. I know that 8 times 9 is 72 for my multiplication table. Now if I click enter there, so I filled in my spots and I can check my work, and we're right. So then you can click the next button and you can go on and do the next challenge. There is 6 challenges in each level. So you can go ahead and you can start at level 1 if you want, do all 6, and then keep going all the way up until you get to level 6. All right, well, have fun. Give this game a try and remember to always be clever. Hey, hey.